Hey guys, what's up? X Omega Storm here with Guides for Us All, and I am here with
Or the phone.
and today we are going to show you the 7 wonders of the world in Skyrim. Let's go ahead and get started. And coming in at number 7, we have Dragonsreach. Alright guys, Dragonsreach is located in Whiterun, as you can see here. And it was constructed in the ornate wooden style of the great Nord longhouses of the olden days. Visually and politically, it is very much the focal point of the entire city itself. As is true of the keeps in other cities, Dragonsreach serves many important functions. As the seat of government in Whiterun, Jarl Balgruuf the Greater resides here as its ruler. Dragonsreach is situated in the Cloud District of Whiterun, and as the name suggests, is elevated from the rest of the city. According to the Jarl of Steel, Proventus Avinci, the building gained its name after a battle with a dragon that left the vicarious party as ruler of the clouds. According to legend, the palace today known as Dragonsreach was originally a smaller building. However, with the intent of creating a prison for the dragon Numinex, after its defeat at the hands of Olaf One-Eye, the people of Whiterun added a stone prison to the keep and renamed it Dragonsreach. Though accounts vary on Olaf's position, the dragon's disposition, and the manner in which the dragon was captured, there seems to be little doubt about the history and purpose of the building. And coming in at number 6, we have the College of Winterhold. The College of Winterhold is located in Winterhold, obviously, as you can see here. And the College of Winterhold is a faction and location that appears in the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. It is a guild of magic users similar to the Mages Guild of the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion and the Elder Scrolls III Morrowind. Savis Aran serves the college as Archmage, with Maribel Irvine serving under him as Master Wizard. The college is located in the northern section of the city of Winterhold in northern Skyrim. Teachers of each magical discipline reside within, offering training in various magical wares. Outsiders view the college with indignation, believing its members to be the cause of the catalytic Great Collapse. The event left Winterhold in ruins. Upon visiting the college, it can be joined by passing a test of merit, which simply requires the casting of a spell. The college must be joined during Elder Knowledge in order to progress the main quest. Joining the college opens a quest line consisting of 8 main quests and 8 side quests, with one of which is Radiant. Because 3 followers are associated with the guild, completing their 3 personal quests allows them to become potential followers. 3 unique achievements can be unlocked by completing tasks for the college. Papers kept in the college's library are meant to prove its age, reportedly dating back 700 years. However, dialogue with Serena reveals it to be much older, as she recalls the college from before she was entombed in the First Era. Coming in at number 5, we have Fort Dawnguard. Okay guys, now this next location you have to have the Dawnguard DLC to get to. It's a little east of Riften. You have to go through a little mountain to get there, as you can see. And Fort Dawnguard is a location found in the Elder Scrolls V Dawnguard add-on, as I already said. It serves as a stronghold for the Dawnguard, an order of vampire hunters. Fort Dawnguard can only be accessed via Dayspring Canyon, southeast of Stendar's Beacon. It is hidden deep within the Velithai Mountains near the border of Skyrim and Morrowind. As you can see, the fort appeals a very old and rustic look. The fort dates back to at least the Second Era, when it was built by the Jarl of Riften. The Jarl's son, through his overly confident and adventurous pursuits, contracted vampirism. The Jarl refused to kill his own son, so instead commissioned the construction of the fort and contracted a large mercenary force branded the Dawnguard, in order to keep his son quarantined. Historical accounts vary on the years that followed. Some believe the Dawnguard were forced to put down the Jarl's son. In doing so, they were banished from the hold and officially disbanded. They later continued their work as vampire hunters until they broke up, due to the fact people increasingly discarded the threat of vampires, weakening the power of the Dawnguard. Other accounts claim that the Dawnguard, upon seeing the immense power of the vampire, decided to become vampires themselves. They were said to have preyed on the rift until they were hunted down. Coming in at number 4, we have the Aetherium Forge. Alright guys, now the next thing I'm going to show you guys is the ruins of Bthalft, I think is how it's pronounced. More or less the Aetherium Forge, but it is right south of Iverstead, as you can see here. And the Aetherium Forge is a location found in the Elder Scrolls V add-on Dawnguard. It is beneath the ruins of Bthalft and can only be accessed after combining all 4 shards into the Aetherium chest. Alright guys, the Aetherium Forge was created by the Dwemer, and honestly guys, I can't fucking say that word, so I'm just gonna say it like that. But it can use the crystal material Aetherium to create unique magical artifacts. According to Katria, the forge and its surroundings are at least 4,000 years old, ancient even by Dwemer standards. During the quest Lost of Ages, the Dragonborn arrives here and can make an ethereal shield, crown, or staff. I personally made the crown because I had no idea what was going on. But there are several hidden chests in the forge once you get there. In the first chamber there is a waterfall. Behind the waterfall is a small ledge with a hidden chest. After crossing the natural stone bridge and climbing the stairs to the plaza where the tree and the planter resides, take a right turn through a short tunnel to a natural ramp down into the water. Leave any followers behind on dry land, as the current may make it difficult for them to leave the water again. And as you head down this little cave area and take a left, you'll notice that you'll come into lava. And really, you don't really see lava that often in Skyrim, but there, like I said, there's a bunch of chests everywhere in here. You have to fight a pretty big boss here, the Forge Protector, the Forge Guardian, I believe it's called. But once you forge something here, you can only forge it once. As you try to activate the forge, nothing will pop up, as you can see, as I use the Aetherium Forge. It's just blank. But yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty neat, and whatever I did make the crown, and it is worth like a ton of money. But that's about it on the Aetherium Forge. Coming in at number 3, we have the Throat of the World. Right here, High Hrothgar and the Throat of the World pretty much make up 2 for 1. And as you can see, it is at the very top of this mountain. You have to go up the 7,000 steps, which is really 732. But the Throat of the World is a landmark in Elder Scrolls V Skyrim and the highest mountain in not only Skyrim but Tamriel. The Nords believed that the men were formed here when the sky breathed onto the land, hence the Song of Return refers not only to Yalsmer's return to Tamriel after the destruction of Southral, but the Nords' return to what they believe was their original homeland. The Greybeards of High Hrothgar are an ancient and honored order that dwell in their mountain sanctuary in High Hrothgar, which is located on the highest mountain peak in Skyrim and Throat of the World. As Masters of Thu'um, or the Voice, they live in absolute silence in order to better attune themselves to the voice of the sky. They are a peaceful order, not using their Thu'um to argument their martial skills, but to worship and honor the gods as the way of the Voice decreed. When the Greybeards speak, storms brew above High Hrothgar, and people are forced to evacuate due to an immediate danger of avalanches. When they even so much as whispered the word Dovahking, it rumbles through the world, and the mountains shake. Such is their power. The last time that they spoke was when they announced the greatness of Tiber's Septum. A time loom formed at Summit when Felder the Old used an Elder Scroll to banish Alduin, creating a dragon break. When Alduin reappeared at the Summit in the 4th Era, he began to resurrect fallen dragons in the Dragon Crisis. The Dragonborn of the 4th Era traveled to the Summit to ask Partharax for a means by which to defeat Alduin. This led to the Dragonborn to obtain an Elder Scroll from an ancient Dwemer ruin in Alfland. Once it was read upon the mountain, the Dragonborn saw a glimpse of the battle between Garmaroth Golden Hilt, Hawken One Eye, Felder the Old, and Alduin. This allowed the Dragonborn to learn Dragonrend. A shout temporarily stuns a dragon and inhibits its ability to fly. Subsequently, Alduin was drawn to the site together with Partharax. The Dragonborn bested Alduin in the battle. The Black Dragon fled to Skuldafn and opened a portal to Sovngarde, afterlife of the Nords. Tiber Septim, they known as Hajwit Orlybeard, was summoned to the Throat of the World by the Greybeards after his victory over the Reachmen at Old Halloran. And at the top of the Throat of the World, you can find a bunch of ores and the notched pickaxe. At number 2, we have the Temple of Miraak. Alright guys, now the Temple of Miraak is located next to the Beast Stone, and it's part of the main Dragonborn DLC, so you have to have that. But the Temple of Miraak is a temple located at the center of Solstheim and is the center of worship of the first Dragonborn, Miraak. During the era prior to the Dragon War, the dragon priest Miraak ruled the island of Solstheim from his temple. However, at some point he rebelled against his dragon overlords, using his power to devour their souls to gain power over them. According to the locals, however, the dragons fought back, and a bloody and gruesome battle was fought at the temple, resulting in his death and the temple's ruin. In the Fourth Era, however, Miraak, who lived in the Apocrypha, the realm of the Daedric prince Hemorus Mora, began to take control of the people of Solstheim in an attempt to restore the temple and return to the island. And as you can see throughout the temple, it's being worked on by a bunch of mindless slaves. A very interesting sight indeed. In number 1, we have Blackreach. Okay guys, this place really did earn a special place at number 1. Probably one of the most unique places I can even think of, and that is Blackreach. Blackreach is an ancient Dwemer ruin located in the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Blackreach, or Fal Zartham Den in Dwermius, is a large city in a massive underground cavern found under the Tower of Mizark. Filled with glowing mushrooms and Falmer, the cavern encompasses the area between 3 Dwemer cities, Alfran, Muscanthy, and Ralthabar. Some very big words there. And this Blackreach connects all of them. Like most other Dwemer cities, it now lies in ruin, overrun by Falmer, Catris, and glowing mushrooms. The glowing mushrooms here are exponentially larger than those found elsewhere, with stalks taller than buildings. The ceiling of the entire cave system glows with blue, bioluminescent lights and massive glowing vines that hang down. There is a teal fog within Blackreach that makes grasping the size of Blackreach difficult. The mushroom spores that float throughout the air, massive geode stones, and geode vines also dot the ground, and the pools of water found within are almost entirely opaque teal. Typically, the location is encountered as part of the Elder Knowledge quest. It is possible to discover it earlier by infiltrating discerning the Transmedune, which is the quest you get for the Book of Ognophilium. But yeah, I mean, as you can see here, it's just one of the many city-like things. Very interesting. Very cool sight. The Falmer, which are a type of elf, have all these Nords playing as servants. As you can see there is a Falmer. Pretty interesting. Sometime after 1E221, the Dwemer of Skyrim discovered a considerable amount of new raw material with considerable magical properties, which they referred to as Aetherium. And earlier I showed you guys the Aetherium Forge. This is the same concept, but the Dwemer quickly built 4 new cities, which were, pardon my French, Arcathams, Molthar, Ravabadar, and Bethanzil, now known as Deep Folk Crossing, which will work together to research this new mineral and develop new technologies forged in Aetherium. The roles for this project were spread out between the 4 cities, and it was basically a primary research center. A large amount of this Aetherium was brought in by a magma-fueled forge, which would be combining the great metalwork and engineering skills of the Dwemer and the innate magical powers of Aetherium. At first, the project was successful, with the alliance of the 4 cities bringing peace, harmony, and scientific and technological advancement to the Dwemer. However, after 3 years, the 4 cities began to want independent control over the Aetherium Forge, and the incredible items it could produce. And that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to be doing a lot more of these in the future because we didn't get a bunch in that we wanted to. So leave a comment if you have any recommendations. But this was Exo Megastorm, joined by
For the fun.
and we will see you guys next time. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe.